Hi everybody, welcome. I am Venus, and today I have a sequence to ease your pain through the lower back area, the hips, the tailbone, all in that lumbar spine area there. We are going to start off in Tadasana on our mountain pose. And if you have any pain issues now, I wouldn't suggest to do this unless you're working with your doctor and he wants to incorporate it into your daily activity or rehabilitation, especially from like if you've had an accident or anything like that. So be sure to talk to your doctor first. I'm just here mainly as a yoga instructor to help you ease that pain and get some flexibility and relief through the lower back area. We'll start, of course, in Tadasana. Make sure all four corners of your feet, your pinky toe, your big toe, and then your heels are all planted solidly in the mat. And we're going to raise our hands up overhead as we inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your hands together at the heart space. Lifting the arms up, let's inhale. And as we lower them down, palms together, down in front of the heart space. Rise your arms up, inhale, and lower, hands in the heart space to exhale. One more time. Arms rise up, inhale, arms lower, palms together at your heart space as you exhale. Now, from here, I'm going to turn to the side. You're going to gradually bring yourself down to the mat. And I know that's going to be really hard if your back is already hurting. But what we're going to do is take a forward fold. So reach up like before as you inhale. And then gently come down as far as you can. Don't push it. If you start to feel pain here, maybe hook your hands around your knees and just hang out here. Maybe the gravity will help ease through that pain there so you can come down even further. If this is all the further you can go, if you want to take a block and hang on to your block, and then just round through, up and through, navel to spine, through your shoulder blades. Start off here. This is perfectly fine. And breathe. Utilize your breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. If you've been breathe in a few seconds, breathe out the same. Very important to inhale and exhale the same amount of seconds. If you can reach all the way down, feel free to reach all the way down and really tuck the head, tucking the chin. Spreading the fingertips apart. Pet your puppy dog. Breathe. Even if you have a pillow handy, a small pillow or pillow off your bed, a lot of these poses you can even do in bed. Most of the poses are going to be at the floor level, at your mat level. This for sure you won't want to try in your bed, but if you need to try the other, you can leave out any of the poses you wish. But most of the stuff we're doing today is at the mat, so breathe here one more time and try to walk your hands over to the left. Breathing. You can let your head hang loose. Inhale and exhale. And then gently walk your hands back to center. And then over to the opposite side. Feeling that nice stretch through the hip area there. That should feel really good. And again, if you're up on your block, no matter which level you have it at, if you can't twist side to side, don't do it. Just leave it out. Very important to do what your body tells you. All right, now grab onto your pillow or no pillow and just slowly come down. Bring your knees underneath the hips, hands about shoulder width apart. I'm not going to use the pillow right now, but save it for later. You're in that neutral tabletop. So your arm creases are shining forward, fingertips wide apart. Bring your thumbs right next to your pointer finger. Navel to spine so you have a neutral back. Breathe. Now let's take a couple rounds of cat and cow here. So inhale as you're dropping your tummy down into your cow. And as you rise up into your cat, you're going to exhale and come back on the hips. Inhale into your cow, pressing the shoulders back. Exhale up into cow. Now from here, come back into your neutral table. But what we're going to do is we're going to do cat and cow, and we're going to add child's pose to it. So you're going to inhale, drop the belly. Exhale to cat. And then gently roll back into your child's pose. Bringing your hands up overhead and bring your head down. Take a breath here. We won't get too comfy. We're going to do that again. We'll do it a couple more times. You are in your tabletop pose. Bringing that navel up to your spine so you have a really solid back. Breathing. Inhale as you drop your stomach into cow. Exhale, cat. Come back on the hips to your child's pose. Back up into neutral tabletop. Inhale, cow, shoulders back. Top of the feet are planted into the mat. Navel to spine for strong back. Cow, and then back into your child's pose. From here, take a few breaths. And then gently come back up into that neutral table. And then walk your knees forward. And we're going to come down on our back. So slowly come down on the back. As you're coming down on the back, if you need to, you can have a pillow handy or a block, whatever's more comfy. If you need to place a pillow under your back first before you come down, you can do that. Or you could even keep your pillow there the whole time. Whatever is comfortable. I'm going to leave the pillow aside for now. Because if you can leave the pillow aside at this time, try to. But if not, please, by all means, use the pillow. You're going to leave your knees up. A few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Now as you inhale, place your hands on your knees, bring your knees up, and you're going to pull your knees into your chest. Don't bring your knees any faster than your breath. You want to keep everything even with the breath. Gently rock side to side. Get a nice massage on the lower hips, that tailbone area. and then bring your legs back down. You're going to bring your feet a little bit further than shoulder width apart, or at shoulder width apart. Breathe. Now, if you can bring your legs down into your Savasana. I want you to really melt your shoulders down into the mat. So if you need to raise your shoulders up to the ear, roll the shoulder blades under, bring your shoulders down, do that. If this is uncomfortable, another thing you can do, again, bring your legs about shoulder width distance apart, and then drop your knees towards one another. Gently, you can curl your tailbone under, melt the shoulders into the mat, and relax right here. One more breath. Now let's bring one leg down, drop your left leg down. You can press into the heel, and you're gonna lift your other leg up and place your left hand on your hip. We're gonna come into half happy baby pose. So you can either lift your leg up as far as you can. If you can't lift it up too far, don't worry about it. Or just grab onto the heel, push through that heel, back down. It's easier, you can use both hands. Grab the outside of the foot where your knee is close to the underarm. Breathing. Just do whatever is comfortable here. If you want to open it up wide, your leg, get some opening through the hip area. I said if it hurts at all, stop. Do not continue to do it. Then as you're bringing that foot down, rise your other knee up to rest your ankle on your knee. You can thread your hand through, pull your knee towards you, and then with your elbow push out on the other knee, and be sure to keep both your shoulders on the mat. Feel a nice opening in that right hip. And lift your leg up, press into your heel, point and flex a couple times. In your reclined pigeon, bring the leg back down, all the way down before opening up into a twist. You're going to drop your left leg down, and then again, lift through your right knee. Only if you can do this, try to gently line the hips up. You can bring your pillow now over to your knee. Bring your pillow under your leg there, leaving the shoulders on the mat. Palms facing up, you can relax. You can bring one hand, the right hand up overhead, and relax here, breathing. And then if you want to gently try to take the pillow out, you can do that. Keep it very, very comfortable. Keep it very slow paced and at ease. Not trying to hurt ourselves. Yoga is for you. It's not a competition. Nobody's going to be judging. This is for your health and well-being. And then slowly bring your leg back up. And then we'll do that same thing on the opposite side. You bring your leg down. Let's bring the left knee up, holding on to it, coming into your half happy baby pose. And push into that heel on your right leg. And then if you can, reach either the outside or the inside, lifting up your knee. And hang out here with your hand on your hip, or maybe straighten out through the leg, bend through it, maybe open up. Whatever is comfortable. If you can't do your half happy baby pose, Here, that's okay. If you need to just bring your knee up and just hang out with your knee close to your glute, but make sure that tailbone's curled under. And then again, from your happy baby pose, your happy baby pose, say that 3 times. You're gonna bring your knee up and open up through the hip area into your reclined pigeon pose. And then thread your hand through. If you can do this, if not, don't worry. You can just stay like this, or again, you can just stay maybe with both your knees up and keep rocking through your knees. Place the ankle over the knee, thread the hand through. Breathing, you can bring that leg straight up and press into the heel and flex, pointing, flexing, breathing. If you notice here, my shoulders come up, so really pay attention to that, which basically means I'm going to slide my hands down a little bit to where my shoulders are on the mat, and breathe, and then bring your leg down, pressing into your feet. Walk them out about hip width distance, palms facing up, gently vertebra by vertebra, curling your tailbone under, gently lifting up into that bridge pose, keeping the knees as close as you can together. And breathe. There shouldn't be any kind of strengthening on the top of your body. You want to keep that relaxed and strengthen just through the quadriceps. Feet planted on the floor. Push up a little more if you can. And if not, you're welcome to hang out just with your knees up. And then slowly, slowly lower back down. Again, pulling the knees in with your hands and rock side to side. Now place your feet back down. We're going to turn on our side into our fetal position. If you're able to do this. Then, if you would like to help you roll on up, you can hold on to that pillow in front of you. Coming onto your elbow, gently push yourself up. If it's not going to work with the pillow, and if you're unable to get up this way, maybe place the pillow behind you, turning and rolling up this way if you're able to. Or again, if your back isn't too bad and you just want to roll on up, let's grab behind the knees and roll on up. You can take a forward fold from here. You can place the pillow under your stomach, grabbing onto the feet or just wherever is comfortable for you, maybe at the knees. And breathe. Take a couple more breaths here. And then gently with your hands, walk them up your legs till you're sitting back up nice and tall. Bring your shoulders up and back around. So you're sitting up really tall in your staff pose. Breathe. Now let's gently swing your feet around. So you're going to come onto your stomach. Legs come behind you. If you're on a bed on your back, you can roll over onto your stomach. Bring the hands above your head. Stacking your hands over one another. Breathe in really deep, pressing your pubic bone into the mat, top of the feet flat on the floor. Take some breaths here. Remember to press that pubic bone down into the mat. Now we're going to do reverse butterfly pose, but let's take your tree pose first, your reclined tree pose. Lift one knee up if you're able to. If this is uncomfortable to do, what you can do is set a pillow under that knee. You have to do what's most comfortable for you, and if you can't do that, you're welcome to just stay laying on your stomach. Just stretched out, relaxing. Inhaling and exhaling, lengthening through the spine and pressing that pubic bone down, keeping the hips level. And then if you have the pillow, you can push it out and bring your leg back down. And do the same thing on the opposite side, switch hands. Rest your head down. You need to readjust a little on your mat, do that. All right, press that pelvic bone down and then gently raise your knee up. The bottom of your foot is generally next to your thigh. If you're unable to do that because it hurts your back, just leave your foot parallel with the mat, your leg there by your knee and your foot. Be sure to breathe. Press into that pubic bone. You don't want any pain on your back whatsoever. Any pain anywhere in that lumbar area. Very good. And then bring your leg back down. Breathe in really deep. Exhale really deep, and let's come into our reverse butterfly. So you'll bring both legs up and then spread your knees out wide if you can. Bottom of your feet come together. Pressing into the pubic bone, curling the tailbone as much as you can. Navel to spine to keep that pressure off your lower back. And then just rock your feet. And then gently bring your feet down one at a time. And then bring them back together. And then come up into that tabletop very slowly. Stretch into a cobra first if you'd like. All the way up into your tabletop. And then we are going to come down into one more child's pose. Take 5 breaths here, in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gently, ever so gently, if you need to bring your hands beside you to come up, do that. Gently, rolling back, rolling, gently. Now you've come all the way up, shoulders up and around, and breathe. You can take a seat in any way you would like. I would like to thank you for joining me. Anytime you have back pain or back injury, I just want to remind you, make sure you're working with your doctors before doing any yoga sequence. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. I'd really appreciate it. And you can like or even leave a comment or suggestion. That's helpful too. Let's close with a chant of Om, or just a deep inhale and exhale one more time. Palms together. Anjali Mudra, thumbs up to the third eye. Inhale. And exhale. Om. Have a beautiful beautiful day, everybody.